Hey, what's uppers puppers? Hope everyone is doing well. Yeah, welcome back and welcome front. Today we're going to be building this dude. This is a Centaur consisting of Scraphook, Axlegrease, and Toe Line, or the Mystery Machine. And this is by yours truly, Botmender Orange. And this is the back part, and I need this to guide me because some of it is a little tricky, I should say, yeah, because it utilizes some unique angles and stuff like that. And so, anyway, you know, the YouTube analytics tell me that 75% of the people who watch this video, or any of the videos, are actually people who have never seen the channel before. So if this is your first time, I just wanted to say welcome, welcome, welcome. And if this is not, then welcome back. We're going to have a fun time building this today, and I'm glad you're here with me, okay? To start, we're going to go with the Scraphook torso. I left it, you can see that, sorry, tongue's getting tied up. You can see that some of the stuff, for the sake of an abbreviated tutorial, I have left them completed, just one side, and that also will help me. It'll help me guide myself through this tutorial. And so this is Scraphook's body. You can see these are the little pew-pews of Axlegrease on the back. You don't necessarily need to have them here, but I don't know. These are just really decorations. They don't really serve any particular function. But yeah, so I have them there like that. One other thing is that you see that the legs are in a very, very specific formation because he's going to get all centipede on us when we create the body. And yeah, I've been really getting inspired by people I've seen making some very avant-garde and, oh, hold on for a second, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. I've been seeing a lot of people, like especially these Japanese artists, make some very avant-garde, unique things, and they utilize like non-traditional angles, meaning like, let's say I'll bend my thing very specifically 90 degrees, but they'll be like doing like 20 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees. As you can see, this chest over here has all these different angles on them. And by way of studying their designs, I've kind of grown as a builder, and it's really, really exciting for me. And the way we're going to connect, so this torso, normally the toe line's head would just be flipped forward. This would be completely straightened up like that, but you can see it's an angle. And yeah, so just kind of take a look at this so you can kind of see how this is made, right? It's not too difficult. It's just a very unique angle, that's all. And then what we're doing is we are taking these tabs and we're slotting them into those little slots that we have on the side of the door. Cool. You can already see the front of the Centaur being created. Nice, right? And I know the colors are very like Skittles. Like, sorry, dude. I mentioned on one of my videos, but there's like a stray. Well, it's not a stray. It's my neighbor's cat, but it's like an outdoor cat, and that fool got fleas, and I think I got some from him. I think I got some fleas from him, dude. It's kind of itching, dude. All right, now we're going to do something very similar with the Axlegrease torso. And this is just a standard Axlegrease torso with the head flipped the other way. The doors open and then the legs bend. You notice there's a lot of leg bending over here, right? And I don't know if these are, hold on. I don't know if these are the Axlegrease accessories plugged into the shoulders. I'm not sure if those are functional. No, they're not. They're just there for form. All right. And we're doing the exact same thing in that we are tabbing. We're taking those little tabs on the side of the leg that's blurry right now. Right. Then we're gonna tab those. Oh, did you guys hear that? It's my stomach. It's super grumbling right now. Shh. After the video, bud, we'll eat a little something after the video. Just chill for a second. Did I do it like this? Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. But it looks like I'm have it hang down a little bit more. Maybe even like that, based on the pictures. We'll figure it out. And then in the end, we're going to add these little hook bits as the tails. But like, dude, this one is, this port is really loose. And so, not too bad, but I'll put them in at the end. But yeah, not really sure why one side is tight and the other side is not. And full disclosure, some of the areas are a little bit loose and also some of the connections are a little bit hollow. And so in which case we need to strengthen that connection. We're going to be using this little piece of paper that comes with the accessories, okay? So I'm going to put this off to the side and we're going to start building the limbs. So these are the forelimbs. And this is some really cool stuff that I learned from, I saw several builders actually doing this on Twitter, on X. And this is a design that I hadn't quite, so let me take a couple steps back. When I built this guy, I basically thought that I was like, ooh, I kind of came up with this. Like I hadn't done this configuration before, but after I looked at some of the posts that I had shared on X and some of the builds that I had looked at, I realized that other people had done this. And so it's one of those subliminal things, you know? It's like, I thought I had created this, but I realized like, no, it's because I absorbed what they had done, you know? And that's why I think it's so great to get yourself exposed to other people's builds, to build them. Dude, I'm really itching over here. Dude, what's going on? To get yourself exposed to other people's builds, because it'll help you expand your mind and expand your own repertoire of recipes and just the way you build and stuff. And so this is the Scraphook arm, and then we have his little shin guard plugged into the forearm. And what's really, really important is you got to flip down the wrist. You have to flip down the wrist in order to get that solid connection over here. Flip down the wrist fist rather, and then you just plug that into the leg. And even though that elbow bend is loose and very notoriously like pops off, we are going to have 4 of those supporting the body. And so that's going to help out. So you can see there are 2 legs like so, right? Cool. And we'll move those also to the side. Where are we now? Okay. We're going to crit angle. We're going to create the hind legs. Let me make sure I got this right. Okay. So very similar. We take that arm, we flip over the fist, and then before we plug this all in, sorry about that screech, we're going to plug in one of the exhausts on the outside, and you can color code or coat this however you want, really, but this is just how I did it. And then we're going to get the other exhaust here with the shin guard inside, and the exhausts are going to serve as a base. It's going to now allow it to sit even more flush, or not flush necessarily, have more support along with that, the panel on the bottom. Dude, I gotta sneeze again, hold up. All right, phantom sneeze. I hate those, dude. Now my nose is just like super itchy and I feel like there's a sneeze in there. The 2 arms are asymmetric because this one has the little toe port on it. So I've just plugged in the little hook, and the other hooks are used for the tail. So you can see, yeah, we have 2 of the legs symmetric, right? Cool. Now we'll put this off to the side, my guy. And last but not least, we're going to create the arm. This arm configuration that you see me doing over here, the first person that I ever saw do this, I believe, was Shi Ming Shi, or G0X2 on Instagram. And it's basically taking the shin guard, plugging in the arm, and that's really about it. And I saw him do it on his Volcanicus, on the Core Volcanicus. He's done some amazing work. There's this one thing that he made with Core Volcanicus and triple crash bars. It's so good. It's so good. He utilizes one of the Core Grimlocks as the leg, but he uses crash bar as the other leg, and it's just beautifully symmetric. And he doesn't build a ton of stuff, but he is a master builder. His skills are incredible, and he also bakes custom parts, makes his own things and stuff too. Yeah, he's a G, dude. Yeah, love that guy's stuff. All right. Now this is one of the areas where, even though it's a decent fit, the connection is a little shallow. You see that? Well, this one's just loose actually. This one's kind of in there, but this one is loose. And so to remedy that, we're just taking that little piece of paper. Okay, that one fell off too. And we're just popping it in there. And then, getting that in there to tighten the fit. Give it some better grip as we build from the hip. What a trip. Look at all the Junkion drip. All right, cool. So now. All right, you see that, right? You know what? Let me raise up the camera 1 second, because I feel like we're gonna run into a situation where we're gonna have to do that. from at this point, now we are just, you can raise these up if you want, because there's a pivot there on the peg. Yeah, like that. That's cool. And then we're just plugging these into the front. Cool, right? And these, I believe, are being plugged into the rear door. That's a nice tight fit. And we do that for the other side. Then we kind of clean them up, make sure all the supports are touching the ground. Mess with some of the angles over here. Yeah. Dude, I've been going to my local Ross in hopes of finding cheap transformers, but yo, my Ross is not one of them. My Ross is not one of them. And then we just plug in the tails back over here, the little hook pieces. And cool. That's our guy. Nice, right? Nice. I think he looks super dope. Sorry for that light screech. Yeah, as you can see, the legs are kind of floppy because, you know, they're resting on that weak elbow joint. But at the same time, when all the weight's kind of bearing down on it, and you have 4 legs to kind of support it, dude, he looks cool. He looks cool. And then you can adjust him however you see fit. And so if you have 3 scrap hooks, or 3 tow lines, or 3 Axlegrease, or 1 of each in this situation here, you can make this Centaur at home. And so I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope you have enjoyed this kind of banter, so to speak, that we've had. And most of all, I hope you do not regret the time that you spent here. And if you regret it, well, I'm sorry. Yeah, all of the ad revenue, like if this is your first time, and especially if you're watching to the end, all the ad revenue that we generate goes towards charity. So know that you have contributed to a noble cause, unbound.org and kiva.org. And so keep those views coming in. And if you like this type of stuff, please subscribe and tune in next time, okay? Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.